Hello and welcome to the Presero training series. In this lesson, we will be learning how to set up assets within your site. We will begin by logging into the Presero account with the information that has been assigned to you. To set up assets in your site, go to Admin, Sites, select the site that you are working with, and under the Site options, in the Assets window, click on List to view the assets. Images, mailing lists, documents, and other files can be loaded into the storefront's asset management system and be made available for several different uses in the site. There are various uses of assets in Presero. First, assets can be used in a site, where assets will appear for the assigned site. The assets will appear on the client site on the assets page. You will need a link to the assets page in the navigation of the site. Also, the assets can be used as a part of a site group. Assets will appear for the assigned groups. For example, if a group contains multiple users, it will appear for all of those users. The assets will appear on the client site on the assets page. You will need a link to the assets page in the navigation of the site. Assets can also be used with eDoc Builder. The assets will appear as an option for image fields on eDoc Builder standard templates if the assets area is available to that user. They can also be used for a specific site user where the assets will appear for the assigned user. The assets will appear on the client site on the assets page. You will need a link to the assets page in the navigation of the site. Assets can also be used for a product where assets will appear for the assigned product on the product page if customer can download option is enabled for the asset. It will also appear as an option for image fields on eDoc Builder standard templates when the product is ordered. The asset will appear in the Files tab of the order in the order screen in Admin. With include in email notification, when product is chosen, you will have an option to include a link in the order confirmation email sent to the customer so they can download the asset. This option allows you to only give the customer the file after they pay for it and receive their confirmation email. Please note, if you do not plan to ship anything to the customer, in this situation, you may want to remove all shipping and tax consideration for the order. There isn't a specific setting in product assets for this right now, but you can use the digitally deliver eDoc file option even though this is not an eDoc Builder product. When this option is chosen, any weight set for the pricing engines used will be eliminated, removing any integrated shipping options in the checkout process. If you make this selection, you may also want to eliminate any tax for this product as well. In the same area of the admin, you will find this option under the checkout options section of product settings to override tax. Assets can be also used for production file version control. If you are offering static off-the-shelf products in the stores, you can use the assets area to upload and attach one or more production files needed to produce the job. This can assure that assets you or a broker or an outside vendor are using are the latest and correct version. You would normally not make the asset production files available for download by a site user. The asset files will be included in your admin order area under the Files tab. This will make it easy for your staff to have the most up-to-date version of the production files. If the order is assigned to an outside vendor, that vendor will also have access to the asset files through their vendor dashboard. If you give your customer permission to upload and edit assets in their store, you can also let them update the production files so that you are always printing from the correct version supplied by them. If your product is using an eDoc Builder template, for example, for a book cover, with the body of the book being your asset production files, the order you receive will include not only the cover from eDoc Builder but also the asset production files. For adding a new asset, there are two ways to add an asset to a site. First, through the Presero administrative area by clicking the Add New button to add a new asset. Enter a name for the asset. Choose the type of asset. When an asset file is uploaded into Presero, a prompt will display asking for the file type, whether document, image, etc. The asset type is displayed on both the admin side and the client side assets area, but it is just a name tag at the moment. There is no file type restriction when uploading. Uploaded assets may also be used with eDoc Builder templates, and in that situation, the asset type will be used to filter the list of assets so that only assets tagged as images will be available for an image field, and only assets tagged as mailing list will be offered for the VDP database upload. Your choices are image, document, mailing list, and other. You may optionally assign this asset to a category that you have previously defined in the categories area. This is helpful when you have a large number of assets available to your customers. Categories must first be added to the list before they will appear here. With Allow User to Download, if this option is checked, site users will be able to download this asset on either the product page when it is assigned to a product, or on an asset page you have added to the site through the site navigation area of admin. Entering the description of the asset is optional. Under Usage, select the usage for the asset. Choices are Site, that anyone on the site can use the asset; Site Group, that the asset is limited to users in a specific group only; Site User, that the asset is limited to a specific user; and Product, that the asset is only available for a product. With Include in Emails, check this box to provide a link for your customer to download the asset in the confirmation email they receive, and check this box to count pages. Under Location, an asset can be external to this system via a URL through URL to asset, or you can upload the asset directly to the system through Upload Asset option. Upload Asset field appears if Upload Asset is selected in the Location drop-down. Click to choose a file on your computer to upload as an asset. The maximum file size is 1 gigabyte. External URL field appears if URL to asset is selected in the Location drop-down. Enter the external URL of the asset. It should begin with HTTP or HTTPS. With auto-generate thumbnail, check this box to auto-generate a thumbnail preview for the external asset. Upload asset thumbnail. This field appears if auto-generate thumbnail is unchecked. Click the button to upload an image file to be used to represent the external asset. The system will generate a thumbnail preview for the external asset using the file uploaded here. Please note the file must be in raster format like JPG, PNG, GIF. Once done, click the Save button to save the asset you have uploaded. Another way of adding an asset is through the site or storefront by your site user. Provided you add an assets link to a site's navigation menu, site users with the appropriate site group permissions can also be allowed to add and edit assets and asset categories. Here is the example shows an assets link that was added to the site navigation menu 1. Because the user who is logged into this site has permission to manage assets, they are able to select this link and have the option to add and edit assets and set it to be downloadable by users in the site. When a storefront user has permission to manage assets, they may also manage and create new categories. Assets can be assigned to a site, site user, site group, or product for use with eDoc Builder templates, both standard and interactive designer templates. All image upload fields for templates where assets are available will display an image picker option for assets assigned in addition to the standard file upload options. Here is an example shows the forms-based eDoc Builder with an image upload option available. Notice that the buyer is able to either upload their own image to the area on the template or choose an asset that has been preloaded into the site. The image below shows the way the images are displayed in an image picker area. For adding or editing asset categories, you can optionally assign an asset to a category you have defined. This can be helpful if you have a large number of assets available to your customers. If you have made the image assets available in a product's eDoc Builder template, the asset will be displayed by category. To add a new category, click Add New button. Name the category and give it a description, then click Save. The category will now be an available choice when uploading and saving assets. Thank you for watching this video tutorial.